All right, folks, we got some things to get into this morning. Just to show you and let you know that it is February the 13th, 2024. And there's your time and date stamp now. On the 10th, on Saturday, I finished up the sub fast and I done a weigh-in that morning, and this is some of what I had to say. I had a lot to say, but I'm gonna just show you the highlights of the weight and kind of the direction I was going without getting into the full clip. All right, folks, it is February the 10th, 2024. And it's going to be my last weigh-in for the sub-fast results because technically it ended yesterday. And I'll get into why in a second after we get our last weigh-in taken care of here. Hello. Please step on the scale. Alright, so just waiting on it to cycle. Your weight is 318.2 pounds. Alright, so you seen that, you heard that. 318.2 pounds. Now, that's another pound down. So we've lost a total of 12 pounds, almost 13 pounds since Monday. Alright, so you see that, you hear that. I was weighing 318.2. So, I lost about 12, 13 pounds, over the course of the week, doing the Subway sub fasting. So, I had the baby shower, and I had the stuff that was available for me to eat there, because I wanted to participate since I was there doing some filming. Done the Franken Kitchen with Big Country that night, Saturday night. Then going into Sunday, we'll get into that in a minute. But first, let's get today's scale weight in. And I've already checked it a little while ago. I'm not happy with what is going on. Hello. Please step on the scale. All right, here we go. Cut the light on where you can see. Gotta be real still. There we go. 321.2 pounds. So you see that, you hear that. 321.2 pounds. So that is showing a 3-pound weight gain since Saturday morning when I quit the sub fast. Now, I could easily go back on the sub fast and continue to drop more weight, for sure, but that would be going against everything that I'm trying to teach. Of course it would work. Of course it would. But here is the thing. I am preaching more about the intermittent fasting and the early time restricted feeding. Subway is just a tool that I use to practice those protocols. So let's see, Sunday, the day after the baby shower venue. I knew I was gonna let myself go that day, and I kind of expected all of this to occur, and I'm glad it did because I have combated this issue in the past. Somewhere in my catalog of videos back in 2022 when I was dropping the 80 pounds, I've been through this. This is familiar to me, so I know what to do, and I know how to get past it and get my weight back under control, and I plan on trying to do that before this day is over. So it's 6:37 a.m. right now, so you're probably thinking, how are you going to do that in a day? Well, we simply do not eat anything until that scale drops, even if it takes till midnight. That is the plan. So if it drops before 2 p.m., we'll have something to eat. If it does not drop before 2 p.m., we will not eat a thing all day until tomorrow when we get on that scale, and it will definitely drop. A lot of what you're seeing is undigested food and inflammation needing to go back out so it can reflect our true weight. So like I was saying, Sunday, me and the latch chick, Janice, my wife, we went to Japanese restaurant. We just had a wild hair. Where they chop and cook all the food in front of you. We went there. I got shrimp. I just got shrimp and the rice and the vegetables, but it's a lot of rice. I mean, a lot of rice. And I don't know what kind of sauce they put in that rice, but yeah, they got that. I got the yum yum sauce too. I got the whole treatment, so I probably, in that one meal took in way more calories than I should. And I was the only one sitting at the table, because it was me and my wife and a whole bunch of strangers at that one table, and they had 4 tables per room where different cooks were cooking for crowds, true authentic stuff there. But I don't know what kind of calories was in that, but I felt terrible after I ate all that food, and I cleaned my plate too. I was the only one in there. I was the only one, and I mean that plate was full too, y'all. They give you a deep plate, that kind of concave. I cleaned my plate. So that was Sunday, and I didn't eat anything after that, and I ate before 2 o'clock. So that was Sunday, and then yesterday was Monday when I did the candy bacon whopper, and I decided not to do a weigh-in yesterday morning because I knew without a shadow of a doubt that scale was up, and it was probably up. I'll put it to you this way: before yesterday, if I would have probably hit that scale yesterday, I'd have probably been seeing about a 5-pound weight gain for the practice for going off the diet on Saturday and then eating late. That's the big thing. I got my window out of whack again when I ate the Franken kitchen, and like I said, I expected that going in. And there's going to be times when you're going to do stuff like that, but it's also important to know, or need to know, how to get back on track when all of this occurs. So I was hoping to explain it today and be back at my original weight from Saturday, which would have been the 318.2 or somewhere closer to it, but it's showing a 3-pound gain. So I got to show you the extreme way to combat that, to get it back down. Like I say, it could, and I've seen it happen. I could, before 2 p.m. this afternoon, my window closed and that scale drop. I'm working on it right now, drinking my black coffee, and I will be able to eat today. But if not, I'll spend the entire day, not eating a thing. I'm going to be fine, though. Don't worry about me. There's people who go 40 days straight without eating. There's people that do, 3 and 4 days, without eating. But I did not put all that work in just to gain it back right now. And I want to show you, that intermittent fasting and ETRF is the way to go, and the only way I can do that is to move forward with my weight loss. So when you do have those events, just like with anything else and any other kind of diet, you got to get back on track after the fact. So this is me getting back on track. So we will see how it goes as the day goes along. It is currently 9:37 a.m. in the morning. Normally around this time, I'd be looking for a food review to do somewhere between now and 10:30. Because, they start serving lunch at a lot of these fast food restaurants at 10:30. So I'm able to get a lot done early in the morning. Then I head home and usually put out the review. Relatively early in the morning. Most of the time I can get it done before lunchtime. Well, since we are not eating this morning, and my stomach is growling right now, folks. Wish you could hear that. I just felt that one. When you start feeling and hearing that, shortly after that, we may see some scale drop, sometime before lunchtime. Maybe not. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes it don't. So basically what is going on here, think of it in terms of a gasoline engine. You fill your car up with gas and it only burns what it needs to. So the overeating I done at the baby shower, plus the late night eating, on Saturday night 2 nights ago, plus the Japanese food that we ate Sunday, right? Basically the tank was full and I wasn't allowing enough time. That's what I'm talking about. This is all about time, right? You're basically giving up time. You're restricting time over food. You're restricting both. But I'd rather give up time than give up certain food, and become full, keto or carnivore or some of that, if I had health conditions that required me to give up, certain foods, I could see that being a thing for me or anybody else who needed it. But, hey, look, if you want to continue to eat, some pizza every now and then without making it out of eggs, making you crust out of a bunch of eggs or cauliflower or something, then hey, fasting is the way to go. So basically what I'm trying to do is burn up all the energy in the tank, and from that part, after that, I guess I will start my body will start eating itself, is what they say, how they say it anyway. So that is what I'm looking for it to happen by doing this, longer fast. It is what it is, and I didn't put in all that work last week just to fail right now, just to fail today. This is what I always did, to get things back under control, or to continue your weight loss success, sometimes you got to give up something. If you take a day for yourself to be able to do a little more, like I did on Saturday, at some point, if you want to continue your success, you got to give up something in order to, reap the benefits of what you gained. So today is that day. We got a lot going on this week. Valentine's Day happens Wednesday, so that's like 2 days away. And my daughter's birthday will be this weekend, so Lord have mercy. All of those conflicting issues just seem to jump right back in your way. I got to get this under control quick, because there's no telling what those type of days can lead me to as far as eating goes. But here's what I always said. When those days are here, you're not going to be able to enjoy them but one time. My child is only going to turn 18 once in her life. Next year it won't be 18. It'll be something else. But yeah, I may or may not do well on a day like that. I don't know. It depends on how I feel on that day. But if I do give in and celebrate in the party and have me a cupcake or two or some pizza or whatever the case may be that day, I want to be ready for it. And that is what I'm doing now. I am getting ready. Alright. I've talked long enough. I think you get the point. Hopefully soon I'll be able to show you some drop on that scale. Hopefully by the time I get home. If not, I'll let you know when. Alright, so I wound up not eating anything for the entire day. It is the next morning. It is Wednesday the 14th. Happy Valentine's Day. There's your time and date stamp. So this is what it took to recover from my weight gain and shenanigans from the weekend to cause that weight gain. So my low was 318.2. Your
weight is 316.2 pounds.
And that, my friends, is the power of fasting. When you're doing fasting as your main means for weight loss, you have all kind of tools at your disposal. You have the intermittent fasting, the early time restricted feeding that I've showed you during the sub fast, and you also have this little thing we call an A.D.F, an alternate day fast, where you skip an entire day and then the next day you eat. Like today, we're going to eat, but at least we're ahead of the game again. Alright, folks, that's all I have for this one. So until the next one, you folks have a good one.